Hi guys, welcome to Pirelli. We haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna give you a few updates today. Last time we did a video, I told you guys I was working for Disney, which is awesome. I love my job, even not just because it pays well, but because it really is fun to see everybody smiling, laughing, little kids having a time of their lives. Everything's really magical.
Right. That's cool. You're about 2 months in, right?
Yeah, 2 months.
That's cool. That's cool. And then I guess before we get into actual updates, also an update on my little baby face trim, I guess, that I just did. And it kind of goes with part of the jobs update. Thanks to her recommendation, I was able to get hired as well there at Disney. So we're going to be working here at the California location in Anaheim. And so I'm obviously grateful. And if I haven't expressed it enough yet, thank you very much. I think it made a big difference as to me even getting the the interview itself, let alone like me nailing the interview and subsequently just freaking nailing that job. So, but anyway, um, yeah, thank you. And so, did you want to kind of fill them in on a little bit on how it's gone, like the first 2 months, which is
Um,
normally known as probation?
well, the first 2 months, well, obviously you go through the training, which is interesting because you have to learn what you're gonna do. Um, Everybody's really helpful. Even like now that I feel like I'm still learning things. So, and I ask a lot of questions when I get lost. I get lost because there's a lot going on. But but other than that, I feel like with the days because I'm full time, so I was like constantly doing my job. I'm learning how to do it much quicker. I'm learning how to do it more proficiently. So I feel like every day I go to work, it's a new experience.
That's good. That's good. Cool. Cool. And then from what I hear about it, they have a very like solid training program, right? So that's good. That's good. That's good. And anything else as far as any of that goes? I did notice that. Well, obviously, a few of us that know you noticed that it helped you lose a little bit of weight. So I'm guessing that was good, right?
Yeah, because my weight it fluctuates. So I think it's because I'm constantly concentrating on my job that I don't realize that I'm losing weight. So my clothes are not as tight.
That's good. That's
but
good.
but yeah, it's definitely helping, and I'm constantly on my feet and moving around, so it's the activity as well.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Um, is that it as far as all that goes?
Um, yeah, like I said, like what I love most about my job is that where I'm at, I get to see the little kids run around in halls or whatever, um, laughing all the time. Parents even getting like excited for their children to experience the parks. So it's kind of fun and funny.
That's good. That's good. And then I mean, I like it already just because I've been able to get into the part. Well, I mean, technically, I'm gonna soon be an employee. It's not fully official yet, but it's kind of cool benefit that they have where she can obviously get in the park herself, but bringing some friends and family into the park. Obviously, because everyone knows that Disney is one of the more premier, kind of like costly theme parks. So that it's pretty dope that we've already been able to take advantage of that. Well, barely twice, right? It barely became the second time. Yeah, we recently just went this weekend actually, and so that was pretty awesome. But anyway, moving into my side of the update, I guess I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier. So I had been unemployed, like I think I told you guys on another one of our lives, like several months back. But yeah, finally, like I was able to find something, and like I said, it was probably thanks to her partially with the reference. Um, it was especially nice because I got caught off guard where the California unemployment. I thought it was still like a year's worth of unemployment, like just kind of like the regular claim without any extensions and stuff. And to my surprise, unpleasant surprise, I found out that it's only nowadays 6 months long. So fortunately, there wasn't like a major gap in the time where my employments were exhausted to where I got hired. So it was only like a few weeks, right? Like maybe
Yeah.
almost a month, maybe at the most, that where I was essentially not making any income. So I think the timing was good as well. Um, so yeah, that's pretty good. What's not good is that my anxiety is like at an all-time high right now, just because um, well, first I've been out of the workforce for a while, so I'm probably a little rusty with that. I've gotten a little comfortable being like the house husband and stuff, and so um, but more importantly, because I have literally zero experience in this type of field that I'm going to be going into, and it's almost as if you could say it's two fields, because one of them is the like the theme park side of it, which would probably be fall under, like, I guess, entertainment as far as an industry, like compared to like in transportation or restaurant business and whatnot. So I'm new to the entertainment business, or I'm sorry, like jobs field, and I'm also new to like the food or restaurant um, like career field or jobs, just because I have been like informed that I will be in one of the restaurants there. Um, so it is pretty nerve wracking, just because, like I said, I really don't know. I mean, I do know what to expect because obviously I've been a customer of both of those, but I'm not on that end of things, like on that side of it, like being like, like not the guest or the customer. So yeah, I mean, and just to add to that, it doesn't help that I just naturally am not an extrovert. I tend to be more of a introvert, and so obviously Disneyland, just kind of like when you think of it, normally like the people are very upbeat and bubbly and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge on a number of fronts, and so it just really has me paranoid. But she keeps assuring me
You're gonna
that
be fine.
that I'll be fine. So yeah, that's kind of been getting the best of me lately, just as the days approach where I have to go. As a matter of fact, I could share with you guys, like, just really quick, like a little picture. I don't know if you guys can make that out, probably not. But yeah, see, I just got the reminder that I have the onboarding like in 2 days, so it's just approaching really quick right now, at least as far as maybe due to the nerves. And yeah, so unfortunately, I think the only downside of it is that I was hired as part-time, so um, it does kind of suck because I could use all the income I can get, or that, if, assuming they would provide it. Um, but it is what it is. I At least it's a foot in the door, and at least she was able to get on board, like just on like immediately as full time. So that'll, I guess, kind of help balance us out. Um, Unfortunately, with all that being said, even though we're gonna be working basically at the same place like we have before, and we're gonna get into that a little bit, um, it just sucks because it's very unlikely that we're going to be on the same shifts, let alone even the same days of work. Like, it's just one of those jobs where I guess that's another thing that has my anxiety up, is that most of my jobs that I've always had, um, it's basically a set schedule. Like, I would know what my schedule is before my first day, and I know it's gonna more or less stay like that, barring any like overtime or any like call offs where they might ask me to come in. But as far as like for the most part, I've always had jobs where I know what my schedule is going to be, as long as like, meaning that if I'm like, oh, I'm going to be with this company next year still, like, oh, okay, I know that I'm going to be working these days and that it'll be these hours. But in this industry, apparently it's just very varying. So um, yeah, that doesn't help. It's like, well, am I going to be there these days? Am I not going to be there these days? Am I going to work this late? Am I going to work this early? I don't know.
You probably won't have the same days off.
Yeah. So, and then, just not to go too much more into it, but they go based off seniority. So, like they're that organization. So unfortunately, it obviously, it's not like as if even if we kind of were so impressive that they can maybe um we could have control over some things like that, like days off and all that. Like it's still, I guess, one of the big determining factors is seniority. So that kind of sucks, but I guess eventually we'll work our way up to seniority, and we'll kind of be on the better side of that whole um, thing. So yeah, and then just to kind of go into how I mentioned that we're going to be working at least for the same company again, and more or less at the same location. um it's yeah, the last time we did is no lie, like literally when we met. So that was at FedEx, and so um this will be the first time ever since then, which the last time we worked together was back in 2019. Because she like left that job early 2019. So ever since then we have not worked together at all, like at a job. And in this case we will be. So I'll be able to keep an eye on her again. No, but yeah, it's the same.
He was kind of distracting.
Yeah, so I mean,
because I'd be going around and be like, where'd he go?
Yeah. And then just to also, for that one, not to go too much into it, but at least to kind of give you guys a little bit better idea. It wasn't too long, just because she ended up leaving for another job, for her own personal reasons. But it was about 3 months, and yeah, that's literally where we met. Like I met her there, and we worked in the same exact work area, and more specifically, like I was actually at that time her manager. So she was like my employee. I was in charge of her. I got her as a new hire. But anyway, yeah. So
when you guys had that new hire manager meeting, I was just like, who the hell is this guy?
yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a repeat as far as that goes, but not necessarily like entirely the same. As a matter of fact, I'm not going in as a manager with Disney. So so it's just, yeah, definitely not entirely the same. And then again, we're not even going to be in the same work area. We know that, at least, right? Like I don't know exactly where I'm going to be, but or at least I have a good idea, like the land and stuff, but I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. But we do know for sure that it's not going to be, definitely not in the same vicinity. Maybe in the same premises, but not in the same vicinity. And so yeah, that'll be interesting. As far as like if we ever do run into each other, it might just be out of coincidence, but it wouldn't be like a regular thing. So
yeah, so now I feel like most of our dates are gonna be Disney dates, which is fun.
Yeah. And I'm not too like big on Disney, like overall, like her. I'm still kind of growing into it, just because I'm more of an adrenaline junkie. So I prefer like theme parks that have much more thrilling rides. Like not that means that Disneyland doesn't have any, but meaning like thrilling, like tall, fast, scary.
Like you're about to die.
Yeah. So Six Flags and Knott's and stuff like that. But I Disney is growing on me just because they are very creative. Their theming is like off the charts. It's like world class.
And then you're coming in at a good time during the holidays.
Yeah, well,
So you get to see all the decorations.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, so it'll be cool. Mm, yeah, so that I guess that's really just like the update. Um, anything else that you wanted to add to any of
I
that?
feel like that's why we haven't really done so many videos, because obviously I've been busy. I work 5 days a week, sometimes 6, sometimes like almost like half the day. So like when I get home, I'm so tired. But I'm glad we got to do this little video. So that's fun and kind of interesting to know that you're having all this anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see how long. Like maybe one of the last things we could do is can you maybe take a guess, especially now that you know me this much, and then I mean you're a lot more familiar with Disney than I am. How long do you think it's gonna take for me to like actually settle in there, like feel comfortable? Let's just say.
I'm gonna say maybe about a week or 2.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like once you get into your rhythm, you're very focused. So like once you get into your when you know what your job is and you know how to do it, you're just gonna be like bam, 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 bam. Like I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully it is just a week, but yeah, I see it being a little longer than that, but hopefully it is.
And Disney has magic, so bring out the magic in you.
I mean, I'll take what I could get. All the magic that may come my way, I'll take it. Yeah. So yeah, maybe maybe one day, for anyone that may end up watching this that doesn't know us, maybe one day you guys will run into us on Disney premises, and then um, maybe you guys will recognize us. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much it for me. Anything else from you?
No, I think that's pretty much it for me as well. I do love my job, so I'm hoping I'll be there the rest of my life.
For sure.
And then I feel like in that company, there's a lot of room to grow, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. And if anyone watching this is like unemployed or going into a new job, like just kind of keep your spirits up and just keep trying, and wish you guys the best of luck. I already obviously know uh like the stressful part of being unemployed, but yeah, hopefully everything works out for you guys. And if you guys are having as much anxiety as I am, maybe starting a new job, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not that person right now. I'm like really literally just a nervous wreck. So but just I guess listen to people like her, like just, that'll
I
try
feel
to
like
motivate you.
when you're nervous about a job that you're about to start, it's like you actually care about that job. So
That's true.
and take it as a good thing.
Or else maybe like we wouldn't be taking it serious, right? We'll be like, whatever happens. Yeah, no, I think that's also part of it too. That I just feel like that my work ethic is so elevated, that or at least I like to think it is, that I want to make sure that like I'm worth their time, like that like, because obviously like it can be said that they whenever they extend an opportunity to you, it's basically like essentially telling you like, oh, we believe you could do this job for us, and like I would hate to be someone that couldn't come through with that. So hopefully it does work out as well as she thinks it will. I think it will overall. It's just that I know I'm gonna be very nervous wreck in the beginning. I hope that doesn't throw them off, and hopefully that allows me to fully concentrate on what I gotta do. But yeah, um, it was kind of cool catching up. I guess this was a little bit of like a calming thing for me, just to be able to like release it on a larger scale because I've been obviously like up her ear, telling her how much I'm nervous, and even telling my daughter. But just to be able to put it out there, at least kind of get it off my chest, like they say, uh, does I guess feel good. So yeah, um, yeah. So that's pretty much it. We'll try to be a little more consistent on updating just content and any updates that happen. But yeah, hopefully hopefully that's sometime soon. I'll try to do something like where I definitely at least match her and do like maybe 2 months in like an update. But yeah, you guys take care and you guys have a good one.